Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. Dating. It's tricky, isn't it? I hear it from you all the time in the comments and on the Zoom calls in person. And believe me, I'm aware. Navigating the dating world can feel like you're tiptoeing through a field of surprises, especially when you're trying to figure out who's best to avoid. Today, we're going to work out a list of the 7 types of women you might want to politely sidestep. Whether you're just getting back out there or fine-tuning your radar, so to speak. I mean, let's be honest, we all want to make better choices, so this should be helpful. Oh, and I don't want to worry you, my ladies. Fairness is my middle name, so there is a second part to the episode. It's either up and running or coming soon, but we're going to flip the script and talk about the 7 types of men to steer clear of too. Equal opportunity, right? So if this sounds interesting or helpful, I hope you'll stick around because that's what's on the agenda. So I thought I could do what I'm going to do with the other episode, which is describe the type and then share with you the reasons that you would want to say, hey girl next, or something similar. But also because, I hate making generalizations and you hate making quick decisions on a first or second date. So for that reason, I'm going to give you some intel on why you could perhaps think you have this woman figured out, but then maybe not. So first up, we have the emotional vampire. This is the woman who just drains your energy and enthusiasm faster than a black hole. She thrives on drama and crisis and often sharing tales of woe, and it just leaves you feeling exhausted. We all have our ups and downs, but if every conversation feels like a therapy session focused on her problems, it may be time to rethink your desire to move forward with her. Relationships should be a give and take, not a constant drain. Emotional vampires leave you feeling depleted, and nobody wants to feel like they're the only one putting in effort. You'd probably prefer to be looking for someone who brings positivity and balance to your life, not more chaos. But, however, maybe, what if instead she's someone who's just been through a tough time and she's kind of working through her feelings. Instead of constantly sharing tales of woe, she might occasionally open up about her struggles while also being willing to listen to yours. It is about balance, so look for someone who can share the ups and downs with you, make you feel like you're not carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you'll figure out which she is. The commitmentphobe. Comes in female form too. This is a woman that loves the idea of a relationship, but panics the minute it gets serious. She may keep things light and fun, but runs at the first sign of a deeper connection. If her idea of a date is a Netflix binge and her idea of commitment is vague and irregular messages, you might want to think about whether it's time to walk away. Why would you avoid her? Well, because you deserve someone who's ready to dive in, if you are. Not someone who's tiptoeing around in the shallow end. It's frustrating to invest time in someone who constantly leaves you questioning where you stand, and especially when you know what you want. But maybe she's been hurt in the past, and she's taking things slowly to protect herself. So look for signs that she's willing to explore the idea of commitment without running for the hills. Maybe she just needs reassurance and some time to understand what a deeper connection looks like for her with you. But for sure, you deserve someone who's looking for the same things you are in a relationship. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to be working with Zoog. This is an iOS app that I've been using with my grandkids for well over a year now. It is so fun and creative and clever and a really fantastic way for me to stay connected with the kids despite them being a whole plane ride away. Zoog supplies you with a huge and growing library of stories, songs, jokes, and educational videos, and all you have to do is to read or sing along. Zoog does all the work to make these videos really come to life. They give you a virtual background, costume and wigs and virtual props. So I reached out to the folks at Zoog a couple weeks ago to ask if I could offer it to you with a discount code, And they said yes. If you're on a computer now, just use your iPhone to scan this code here or click on my special link in the description box below so that you'll automatically get 30% off. If you haven't downloaded Zoog on your Apple device, you just have to do it. Use my link though to get the 30% off and a free trial if you need it. Your family is going to love Zoog as much as we do. I promise you, I don't use Zoog because they're a partner. They're a partner because I've been using the app for over a year and I beg them to let me do this. So check it out. Number 3 is the gold digger. Now, I'm all for enjoying the finer things in life if that's important to you, but if her interest in you seems to skyrocket the moment she knows what you do for a living or how much you make, proceed with caution. The gold digger often shows her hand early on, so that's the good news. She might ask about your job or financial status within the first few conversations, or she may seem extra enthusiastic about expensive dinners or gifts, but noticeably less interested when the spotlight's on you and not on your wallet. You would want to avoid her because real connections are built on more than money, obviously. Look for someone who values you for you, not your bank account or investments. Relationships should be about mutual respect, shared interests, and definitely not financial transactions. Maybe, though, she grew up with financial insecurities and is still figuring out what healthy relationships look like when it comes to money. Instead of only valuing you for your bank account, she could be genuinely interested in sharing experiences that require investment of time, like a weekend getaway or taking a class together. I suggest that you look for signs that she appreciates small, free moments just as much as the big, lavish ones, because you deserve somebody who appreciates you and not just what you bring to the bank. Coming in at number 4 is the ExObsessed. Very much a tongue twister, but also this one, trust me, is easy to spot, so that's the good news. If her conversations are sprinkled with constant mentions of her ex, or if her social media still looks like a shrine to her past relationship, it's a red flag. Whether it's nostalgic stories, complaints, or even comparisons, if her mind is still with her ex, it's a sign she hasn't really fully, at least, moved on. However, she might just be processing her past and figuring out what she truly wants. So if you've got time to wait, if you really like her, could be worth giving her a little time to figure it out and get that closure. If she shows genuine interest in growing and moving forward, consider having a real open conversation about it and about her feelings and talking about the past, while also trying to lead her towards the future. 5th on our list is the drama queen. And trust me, she's hard to miss. She thrives on chaos, craves attention, doesn't matter if it's good or bad, and seems to attract problems wherever she goes. With her, everything is turned into a big production, and no situation is too small to spiral into a full-blown soap opera. If every date feels like you're starring in a reality TV show, complete with tears, arguments, and dramatic exits, you're probably dealing with a drama queen. You might want to avoid her and seek someone who can handle life's ups and downs without creating a whirlwind of chaos around them. Drama can be entertaining, but in real life, it's just exhausting. You probably want a partner who brings stability and peace to your life, not constant upheaval. However, she might just be seeking excitement and has a flair for the theatrical in her life. Instead of being a source of conflict, she might just be expressing herself in dramatic ways and likes to engage in the theatrical when dealing with the world around her. If she can channel that energy into meaningful conversations, it may be worth exploring how to create a more harmonious connection. So you're going to have to figure that out. At number 6, we have the clingy one, the woman who wants to be attached at the hip 24/7 and doesn't leave much room for personal space or independence. I mean, while it's great to enjoy each other's company and build a really strong connection, this type often just takes it to the extreme. She has a desperate need for your validation and your phone is in constant communication, like it's her lifeline. Her need for reassurance and attention can maybe start to feel more like suffocation than affection. The reasons that you may want to avoid her are that it's essential to have your own space and interests in a relationship. Very important to its success, actually. And a clingy partner can create feelings of resentment and stress. So I'd rather you be looking for somebody who encourages your independence and has their own passion. However, her desire for closeness might stem from just a genuine fear of loneliness or an insecurity. So instead of viewing it as clinginess, you could maybe look at it as a need for a deeper emotional connection. Talking about this, and most importantly, having honest conversations about boundaries and personal space could maybe create a healthier balance that would allow both of you to grow while still enjoying time together, but also time apart. Number 7, let's not forget about Nancy. She sees the glass as half empty. There they are, all 7 types in living color. Finding the right partner can take time, but at the end of the day, dating is about finding someone who complements your life, not complicates it. We all have quirks and flaws, and recognizing red flags earlier rather than later can save you wasted time and a lot of energy, and you deserve to be with somebody who's compatible with you. In fact, if you have a couple minutes, you might want to check out this episode on what happens when you choose to be with someone who is not. I hope you found that interesting or helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button like it's a snooze alarm on Monday morning. Give it a tap, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, have a good one.